The war in Ukraine is still raging. May 22nd, 2026, Donetsk region. Ukraine's 57th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade continues to engage Russian soldiers across the front, one by one, every single day. Watch these engagements carefully. Different positions, different terrain, different attempts at concealment. Yet the pattern never changes. The reconnaissance drone finds them first, and the FPV drone follows. This is what Ukraine's drone campaign in Donetsk has become. Not one decisive battle, but a constant war of attrition. A relentless system designed to wear down Russian manpower day after day, strike after strike, faster than it can be replenished. This footage captures another desperate moment on the front line. While conducting reconnaissance, a Ukrainian 414th Magyar Birds FPV drone operator spotted a lone Russian soldier moving across open ground. The drone quickly maneuvered toward him. Instead of firing his weapon, the soldier threw it directly at the approaching FPV drone. Whether it was panic or a lack of ammunition is unclear. Either way, he failed to escape the attack. A Russian soldier, asleep. The FPV was already there when he opened his eyes. No time to react, no time to run. The front line doesn't stop because someone is sleeping. In this footage, another Russian soldier became the target of a drone strike while sleeping among the rubble. A Russian soldier hiding inside a crater in the Kherson region was spotted by drones from Ukraine's 34th Separate Marine Brigade, Borisven. At first, munitions were dropped on his position from a drone. After surviving the initial strike, the soldier quickly ran for cover beneath a bridge. But then something unexpected happened. Another Russian soldier was discovered hiding under the bridge as well. Moments later, both men became targets of an approaching FPV drone and failed to escape. It has now become truly impossible for Russian soldiers to hide on the front lines. This time, the Russian soldier ignored a drone lying in wait on the ground and approached to retrieve his weapon. The moment he got close, the drone detonated. In this footage, a soldier comes face to face with an FPV drone and tries to use his weapon. But at the last second, he realizes the rifle is not ready to fire. As he struggles to chamber a round, the drone closes in and he becomes the target. A Ukrainian MiG-29, 2 precision-guided bombs released toward a Russian battalion-level command post near Lyubimivka, Kherson Oblast. A battalion command post coordinates the movement, supply, and fire support for hundreds of soldiers. Destroy it, and the units it controls lose their ability to receive orders, call for artillery, or coordinate any kind of organized response. 2 bombs, direct hit. 1 less command structure functioning in the Kherson sector. This footage captures one of the most dramatic moments on the front line. A Russian soldier emerged from the bushes and revealed himself to a drone operated by Ukraine's 33rd Air Assault Brigade, signaling that he wanted to surrender. Using hand gestures, he tried to explain that there were 2 of them. Moments later, both soldiers stepped out unarmed and clearly showed their intention to surrender. Their surrender was accepted, but that is when everything changed. An unmanned Ukrainian ground vehicle was sent to evacuate them from the area. As the 2 soldiers climbed aboard, they came under attack from Russian FPV drones. The first strike did not seriously injure them. But once the vehicle began moving again, a second drone attack followed. This time, the 2 Russian soldiers attempting to surrender lost their lives in an attack carried out by drones from their own side. A Russian soldier hiding in bushes, spotted and targeted. The FPV strikes, and somehow, he moves at exactly the right moment. A split-second reflex, a shift in position, and the blast misses him. He gets up and runs. On a front where most of these engagements end one way, this one didn't. A Russian soldier riding a motorcycle at the rear of a convoy suddenly came under attack from a Ukrainian-made Bulava drone. One of the military vehicles was completely disabled by the drone strike. These moments show that no road on the front line is truly safe, and that Ukrainian drones are everywhere. After noticing the approaching FPV drone, this soldier decided to lie beneath a tree and pretend to be dead. It still wasn't enough to escape the drone's target. A Russian soldier hiding along a railway track, spotted and targeted. First FPV closes in. The blast is powerful, but the operator missed. The soldier runs. He finds cover in the grass. The second drone follows. This time he's hit, seriously wounded, but still moving. He drags himself to the nearest abandoned building and gets inside. The third drone was already on its way. 3 strikes. 2 survived. The third one he didn't. Lyman direction, Signum Battalion, night operations. Thermal cameras guiding FPV drones through the dark. And Russian soldiers are adapting. Watch the footage. Some are wearing ponchos and rain covers, trying to reduce their thermal and visual signature. A direct response to the drone pressure they've been under. It's not working. Thermal cameras detect heat, not shape. A poncho reduces visual outline, but doesn't eliminate the heat signature underneath. Signum's FPV operators are still finding them. In the dark, in the tree line, through whatever improvised concealment they've put on. 6 confirmed strikes overnight. The front doesn't pause for darkness. Neither do the drones. When thermal FPV drones can find soldiers through improvised concealment at night, does darkness offer any tactical advantage on this front anymore? Kupyansk direction, Northern Eagle Battalion, 151st Mechanized Brigade, a Russian D-30 howitzer located and targeted. The D-30 is a 122mm towed howitzer with a range of up to 15 kilometers. One of the most widely used artillery systems on this front. It can fire up to 6 rounds per minute and has been responsible for a significant share of Ukrainian casualties throughout this war. Reconnaissance locates the position. The FPV is dispatched. The howitzer that was firing on Ukrainian positions minutes ago is now out of action. Every artillery system destroyed isn't just a weapon eliminated. It's a reduction in the volume of fire that Ukrainian defenders have to absorb every day. Black Sky Battalion, Spartan Brigade, FPV drones and UAVs operating on the outskirts of Donetsk, systematically targeting Russian logistics vehicles on supply routes into the city. These aren't frontline strikes. This is deeper, cutting the flow before it reaches Russian positions. And the military logic is clear. A force that can't be resupplied can't hold its positions. Hit the vehicles on the approach roads and the units inside Donetsk start running low on fuel, ammunition, and equipment without a single direct engagement. Every vehicle destroyed here is one less resupply reaching the front. When supply routes to a major city become active drone strike zones, how long can Russian forces inside Donetsk sustain their operations? A Ukrainian MiG-29 fighter jet struck a Russian UAV command post in Huliapol, Zaporizhzhia Oblast, using a GBU-62 JDAMER precision-guided bomb. The strike destroyed the facility housing drone operators, degrading Russian reconnaissance and strike coordination in the sector. 50 Russian drones intercepted in 5 hours. 1 unit, 1 record. Ukraine's 47th Mechanized Brigade, SkyWars Interception Unit. On May 15th, 46 Gerber drones, 3 Shaheds, and a Lancet, all taken down in a single 5-hour window. A new record for the entire defense forces of Ukraine. Just 2 days earlier, during Russia's largest combined drone attack of the year, the same unit had intercepted 19 in 24 hours, then broke that record 48 hours later. 50 interceptions means 50 potential strikes on Ukrainian positions, infrastructure, or cities, all stopped by a single crew. When one unit intercepts 50 drones in 5 hours, is Ukraine building the most effective counter-drone force in the world? The Melitopol-Berdyansk route. Ukrainian drones targeting Russian logistics vehicles. And this time, a tree stops the strike. The drone closes in on the vehicle and the munition detonates, but the tree between them absorbs enough of the blast to prevent a direct hit. The vehicle survives. That's everything for today. May 22nd, 2026. Day 1549 of this war. 880 Russian casualties were recorded in the last 24 hours, bringing total losses since February 2022 to approximately 1,353,860 personnel. Ukrainian forces struck Russian ammunition depots, air defense systems, and command posts across occupied territories and inside Russia overnight. And here's a number worth paying attention to. In just the first 19 days of May, Ukrainian drones struck over 19,200 Russian personnel, according to data from Ukraine's Delta Battlefield Management System. At that pace, drone strikes alone are on track to inflict over 34,000 casualties by the end of the month. That figure doesn't include artillery, rear strikes, or direct frontline combat. Russia's recruitment rate has now fallen below its replacement rate, signing only 70,500 military contracts in the first quarter of 2026, below the monthly quota needed to sustain current loss levels. The front holds. The attrition never stops. Subscribe for daily frontline coverage. No agenda, just the facts. See you in the next one.